Okay, so from a setup perspective, more so when somebody's just looking at your head position, okay? You can see on this sort of left hand when your head's kind of tilted over to that lead side, shoulders therefore from here a little on the level side, okay? Which, as we said, makes rotation very difficult. And because of that, you found there's some sort of pain in that sort of that right side there because you're trying to rotate against really how the body wants to move. And because of that, it's causing some issues there with the strike. So what we're looking for, as I said, lead arm, club, there nicely in line. Trail arm there, almost making a lowercase y. As a checkpoint perspective, hands just inside that front foot. From a sort of knees bend perspective, see the laces. If we're sort of flexing the knees too much and you can sort of barely see your feet at all, then you know you're going to be too squat. And I think what happens is sometimes if the knees bend, you can't stand up tall. Yeah, if you tilt more from the hips and get in a better posture, it all kind of chain reaction a bit. If I'm here now, I'm not going to need to bend my knees, I'll be too close to the ground. But if I'm up here, sort of hunch this way, it all kind of reacts to each other, okay? So being a little bit more flexed in the knees rather than bending the knees will come from a sort of better position with your spine angle, okay? And that, again, as I say, will just take a bit of practice, yeah? But as you said, you can just have a reflection from face on, just stand there, tilt over the golf ball, softening of the knees, hands are in the same position with that lowercase y. Just develop that position over and over again, okay? Now, in terms of the rotation going back now, making a nice rotation. The head now barely moved a little bit off that top of that blue line, so in a good position. As we come back to the golf ball, good strike of the ball as we can see. The hands now are sort of nicely in front of the golf ball. The head is pretty much staying behind there just about, which is good. What we look for is kind of hands and head to bookend the golf ball, yeah? So your head stays behind and your hands get slightly in front. We're not talking like inches and stuff, but that's what we're looking for, sort of an ideal kind of impact position. Now the movement through the ball with the arms tucking up here now is a sort of drill we're going to talk about now in practice. And I think it just comes down to just repetition in golf balls. Now I think if your grip is better, which it will be when you stand to a golf ball now, okay, you see your left hand now, there's more logo of that glove showing, your left thumb and sort of forefinger creating that V that we talk about going up to that right shoulder. That's going to square the club face up better. So the need to kind of pull the arms left will start reducing. So the practice drill you're going to make now is just making swings that we've talked about. If we sort of think 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, you just make swings back to 4 from that position. Okay, so if I were on that club there, we're going to get into that good position and then make and hold it. Yeah, just make some swings back and through. Just so you get used to striking the ground and getting that club in the position. And what will happen is we've seen now, since the changes that you've made, whereas before they were kind of going fairly straightish, yeah, but not as far, because you had the face slightly open, you were catching the toe of the golf club, and you were swinging the arms left. So it was weak with the face, weak with the strike, weak with the path. You strengthened everything with a better grip, a better club face position now at impact, but the path is still left, which is why now the shots are just going left, but they're going a lot further, aren't they, yeah? So once they start going left all the time, the thought now, the need to want to try to pull the arms in, it's going to start going, isn't it, yeah? You're going to think, well, okay, I want to start swinging towards target. So when you start coming back into the golf ball now from here, when you're bringing the club back down, your brain's not going to be kind of thinking, well, I've got to start swinging the club to the left because the ball's going to go way to the right if I don't. You can now swing the arms more towards target from here and almost get that sensation of swinging the club towards target as opposed to trying to pull it in left. If you want to be really brave, a good drill to practice, up against a wall, make sure there's nothing valuable on the walls behind you, and your windows, all right? And you swing and swing through, and you win at the wall. What you would almost instinctively do is pull it in and dink the wall on the way through, okay? So we're going to start swinging. What I would recommend then is probably just maybe, because you've got head covers on your arms, and maybe get something on one of your old, or even get one of your old wooden clubs, there's ones you had at home, and use the outdoor wall, yeah? Just find a wall on the outside, some in the garden, or even just have an object so you can sort of stand there, whether it be something in down the line there where you're kind of up against, and just make some swings here, back and forth, so your arms and the club are swinging towards target, kind of in front of your body. They're not pulling in to the left, yeah? sure you can work it. I mean, I saw a guy in the video the other day actually saying, okay, right, I'm going to stand there to get Bob to stand, then he don't hit Bob kind of thing. So.
One of the older ladies once told me a story that when they started, she couldn't get this. And I think it was whoever was the teacher, was like, you know, hit me, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, they couldn't even. Yeah. But that movement through the ball, I mean, you think of the width in your backswing now and how much width your arms have here. Because in the backswing and the downswing, you're not trying to change the direction that ball goes. It's only when you get to hit it, you're trying to change the direction the ball goes or lift it up in the air or all these kind of things that cause your arms to react that way, yeah? Once you realise that you don't need to do this, which will take a bit of practice, and you're just seeing if you're just going left all the time, you're going to go, well, hang on a second, I can start doing that. So just make a couple of practice swings there now with that arm movement and just finish with the club. As I say, just think 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Just swing the club. Yes, to get the same thumb on top of that grip. There you go. Hands forward. And just swing so you don't go past this kind of foam finger. There you go. Now use this way, using the ground slows the club down. If you miss the ground because you pull the arms in, you can't stop it, okay? Okay?